Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today CCL just filed their April 2026 8K, and I am seeing a major company structure change that could reshape the whole cruise industry. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing reveals a huge plan to unify Carnival Corporation and Carnival PLC into one single company, and it looks like a massive move for their future. Carnival Corporation and Carnival PLC have just released their April 2026 Form 8K filing, and it's packed with details about their annual meetings and a really significant corporate restructuring plan. They are moving towards unifying their dual-listed company structure and essentially becoming one unified entity. Think of it as simplifying their operations and reporting. This all happened on the 17th of April 2026 when both companies held their annual shareholder meetings. This date is important because it's when many of these proposals were formally voted on and approved, kicking off the process we're seeing unfold. Let's break down who is involved. We have Carnival Corporation, which is incorporated in Panama, and Carnival PLC, which is from England and Wales. They've been operating with this dual structure for a long time. Now they're looking to bring it all under one roof. This type of move is usually done to streamline operations, potentially reduce costs, and make the company easier to manage and understand for investors. We're talking about their main stocks here. Carnival Corporation has common stock and Carnival PLC has ordinary shares. Both are traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which is a big deal for global investors. A major part of this filing is reporting the results of their shareholder meetings. Over 1.2 billion shares were represented, showing a huge amount of investor interest in these crucial decisions. First up, the directors. All the nominees for director positions at both Carnival Corporation and Carnival PLC were re-elected. This means the current leadership team is staying in place to guide the company through this complex transition. Names like Mickey Arison, Sir Jonathan Band, and Josh Weinstein, who is currently the CEO, all received strong support from shareholders. For instance, Mickey Arison got a massive 885 million votes in favour, showing a lot of confidence from shareholders in his continued role. Shareholders also voted on executive compensation and the remuneration report for Carnival PLC directors. These votes are advisory, meaning they're a way for shareholders to voice their opinion, but the board makes the final decision. The overwhelming approval for these items suggests that shareholders are generally happy with how the executives are being compensated, at least for now. Another important vote was the appointment and ratification of their auditors. Deloitte LLP was appointed for Carnival PLC, and Deloitte TMP, IAMP Touch LLP was ratified for Carnival Corporation. This ensures the company's financial statements are independently reviewed, which is critical for transparency and investor trust. Over 1 billion votes were cast in favour of this, showing strong shareholder agreement on maintaining robust financial oversight. Now, let's get to the really big news, the proposed unification and redomiciliation. This is where Carnival PLC held a special court meeting. The goal here is to unify the dual-listed company structure and move Carnival Corporation's domicile from Panama to Bermuda. The results from this court meeting are very interesting. Out of the shareholders who voted, about 81% voted in favour of the proposed changes. More importantly, when you look at the value of the shares, nearly 95% of the voting shares were in favour. This is a critical threshold that they met, showing significant support for this entire restructuring plan. The total number of shares voted represents almost 48.3% of all eligible shares, which is a solid turnout. Following the court meeting, there were also special meetings for both Carnival PLC and Carnival Corporation shareholders. These meetings were held to approve the broader unification and redomiciliation transactions. For Carnival PLC, shareholders voted on several proposals. The key one was to approve the DLC unification and redomiciliation transactions, which includes ending their current equalisation agreement. This proposal passed with a very strong majority, with over 66 million votes in favour, compared to about 3.5 million against. They also approved authorising the boards to implement these transactions and adopted new articles of association and a memorandum of continuance for the new structure. Similarly, Carnival Corporation shareholders overwhelmingly approved the same unification and redomiciliation proposals. The voting numbers here are even larger, reflecting the size of Carnival Corporation's stock. For example, the main proposal to approve the transactions received over 835 million votes in favour. It's clear that the shareholders of both entities are backing this major strategic shift. The filing is signed by Enrique Miguez, who serves as General Counsel for both Carnival Corporation and Carnival PLC, and it is dated the 20th of April 2026. This indicates the official reporting of these significant shareholder approvals. So, what does all this mean? This unification and redomiciliation plan is a strategic move to simplify Carnival's corporate structure. By becoming a single entity, they can potentially operate more efficiently, reduce administrative complexities, and present a clearer financial picture to investors. This could lead to cost savings in areas like compliance and reporting. It also positions them for future growth under a more streamlined management. While this is a big change, the overwhelming shareholder approval suggests a strong vote of confidence in the company's leadership and its vision for the future. The risk in watching is how smoothly this integration occurs, and whether it truly delivers the promised efficiencies without disrupting the ongoing operations, especially in the competitive cruise market where they've recently seen stock price dips and are facing geopolitical shifts. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. Like this video if you found it helpful, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more deep dives. Join our Discord community linked in the description.